2024 will be Pumulong. And the last will be the day of the final, which will be on the 2nd of January 2024, which will be Mitharing Stadium. So these are the stadiums that we're going to be utilizing and venues. We will also do an official announcement for those that will follow up as we do. Our respective media houses are here in support. With that being said, I'm going to announce a few of the teams that have been seeded due to the lack of not having the opportunity to display them, just to make sure that everyone is aware. We have 24 teams. 8 teams that have been seeded are as follows. Number 1, Bokofoto FC, Destroyers FC, Makhaula FC, Istembiso FC, finalists of the 2022-2023, Ambassadors FC, Rebels FC, One Line FC, and Ama B. And that will be the 8 teams that are seeded. The unseeded teams that will follow will be announced by Upra Begi, who will later come on when we do the scheduling. Me getting into the following important information. 2023-2024, officially, the grand prize in total for tournament collection overall amounts to 350. But this is how it's broken down. Broken down, the overall winner will walk away with 220,000 rand as the final winner. The second place will walk away with 90,000 rand. If you were here last year, this is a very crucial point. Last year it was 150,000. Now they say it's 90,000. As a football fan, it means that it's going to be tight. The prize and the difference between first and second are going to be quite different. So that means that whoever wins will have a quite large change in the front. Also with third and fourth, which is 30,000 and 20,000 respectively. Last year we saw, of course, our top goal scorer, which was Ukamo, who came in with 6 goals. And we're looking forward this year to see how that will play a part in how many goals we get to achieve for the new year. Now, of course, there will be key factors that we'll get to ask about in the later part, which I will give you an opportunity to talk about. We also welcome new partners that have come on that we'll later discuss with our representatives. But for now, please allow me to bring in someone who's going to assist me in the conversation, because this is quite important, from the LOC for Phillies Game representative, which is Cameron Matebula. We can do better, we can do better.
One, two.
We are good. So firstly, Cameron, once again, congratulations to your team and, of course, the structures of this whole Phillies Game tournament. 32 years since the year 1992. It comes with a lot of memories, it comes with a lot of challenges. Please walk us through, what is it, what have you seen as we celebrate the 32nd year?
Wow, it's been quite a ride, to say the least. We've gone from, I would say, not having any sponsors, but having the bulk of the people like Lokshi, singers with Senzin, to 1 year being on TV all of a sudden. But we've always had the faith. We've had, I believe actually, you know, there was a point in time, I fondly remember when Skarangobes, the late Skarangobes, used to touch the ball center. You can only wish that the cameras were there at that time, you know, and this is how rich the history of these games are. I myself, you know, I once showed, easy. I once, we had a conversation the other day with one of the guys who is now part of our security team. He's pretty old, no, and he was boasting that, hey, I used to play Emma Gaming, and this young boy was like, yeah, never. The games are not that old. But this is the culture that we have Emma Gaming. You know, it's deeply rooted in the community of Tembisa, coming from, you know, we've got stalls, which is almost like a festive economic hub on itself. You know, we start from under 13. So you could possibly have an 11-year-old, 9-year-old dreaming to play, then he plays under 13, you know, and in a few years' time, you find this guy playing in the senior ranks. There's other players like Utembazwang actually. He came through the ranks. He ended up going on to playing for the national team. So when it comes to the 32 years, it's really been a great ride, and I think we are blessed to be sitting here today and being able to tell our story.
For someone who maybe didn't see the final 2022, as we saw One Lions go up one and I guess get that championship status, talk me through the moments while we were watching the game for those abangay bonang, due to load shedding, of course.
You know, look, once upon a time, the slogan AFL's Games used to be called "It's Unpredictable," and it's been unpredictable ever since. You know, One Lion, I will be very honest, I don't even know how they made it that far, but I knew in the final that this team now is a dangerous team. You know, a team, it doesn't want to die. I think they played against Mambas. They were surely out. Somewhere, somehow, it was sad, man. But I then said, you know what, the games have always been unpredictable. They were the underdog from the first game, but every single game they played as the underdog, they overcame it. So it just shows you that the tournament is rich. You can never say, even this year, we can't predict it. Last year, sometimes you have a team that comes in and I will play poison. You are so sure that this is the one. But before you know it, somewhere in the semi-final, quarter-final, I start ngabo. But this is Phillies Games. Abanye bathi World Cup. You do not know what to get. And there's teams here today that are talking again. They've already started calling me saying, this year I'm telling you, my brother. But you know, such is the Phillies Games. It's beautiful, it's entertaining, and it's unpredictable.
And I think it's also interesting for menting on social media is how people are saying, Kasi football is not growing, they're swimming on the ball, they're dancing too much on the ball without productive play in the game. How do you say this as a brand that currently showcases a lot of Kasi football?
You know, football is art. And we've got a lot of different artists. I don't want to say more. If someone does art, it is still art. You can come forward and say, no, this is right, this is wrong. You know, in '96, we had a team that was playing our style of football. We won the CAF because it was a new style to most of the teams in the world. And the minute we try to adjust, there's not a problem with adjusting. You know, football is ever growing, but it's not a problem digging back into your culture and your style of football and modifying that and making sure that tomorrow your style. Look, Brazilians, whether you like it or not, they are the Samba boys. That's their character. If you look at the Germans, they've got a style of football. And no one goes to them and says, these ones like to park the bus and they only score with their head. That's an artist. That's how he expresses his art. And we express our art in a different way. So it's not for me, it's not an argument. It's just people must understand. Let the boys play the football the way they want to.
Ladies and gentlemen, the LOC representative for the Phillies Games, please can you give a round of applause for Mr. Cameron Matsubuga.
I think from a slogan, from it's more rewarding than from a GSTV perspective. We talk to the exclusive content and sport that we have on offer throughout this festive season. And because we're here for football, I might as well speak about it. You spoke to the fact that Phillies Games will be playing in the same time as DSTV Prem, EPL, and all those things. Generally, where Phillies Games used to sit from a scheduling perspective and how we got involved in this for the period of time that we have. Generally, over this period, the DSTV Premiership is over. We know South Africa has got such a football culture. So Phillies Games, over and above the development that we're doing within football, obvious choice to get involved in. The work that they have done thus far to get us to this point, we can put them on the map and say that they have also got a space with all the other football that we've got. So I think from a more rewarding perspective, it just talks to all the content that we have. So if you look at it from now, from the 1st of December all the way until the 30th of January, we've got over 400 live football games, and of all those 400 games, Phillies games plays a part in those 400 live games. So they form part of the ecosystem of what it is that we're trying to drive at SuperSport and DSTV.
I think that deserves a round of applause. And maybe to paint the picture for someone who doesn't understand, one moment you're watching, for example, Champions League. The next moment you're watching Ikaslako, Ishailing Ikas. Yo, and that's personal. No, I feel like it's very serious and it requires a touch. But I also do know, with that said, is that the Phillies game itself, there is a reason why you guys come back as a sponsor.
Definitely, and I don't think just not from a business perspective. Let's just talk about a normal human being. I've known about Phillies games for a very, very long time, and when you think about Phillies games, you know it's December, you know it's festive, you know it's going to be entertaining, you know you don't have to struggle about where to go in December if you're around the Johannesburg region. So it makes sense from that perspective, right? But just picking up from what Cameron was saying, from an ecosystem in South African football perspective, some of the legends that he has spoken about come through from grassroots football. So the importance from our side is also to be involved in the development of football in South Africa. And games like Phillies games are part and parcel of the ecosystem of South African football. So it's a no-brainer for us to get involved. We got involved in school sports with on Channel 216 on SuperSport Schools, but this also has got a place within South African football. So it's a no-brainer that we're involved.
And also to add to that, from the 20th to the 2nd, you can go to Channel 209. That will be the home for the Phillies games for 2023-2024. And then I want to put you just in an uncomfortable position. Do you have a favorite team yet that you've kind of looked at and said, I think I might have a favorite?
No, I don't have a favorite team. Me, I'm all about the flair, the Gamayas. Me, I've got favorite players right now. But I'm not going to say who my favorite players over here before City, okay, no, we're giving that one too much attention, what. We don't want those stories. However, what I do love about it right now, and taking away from the team perspective, is that building up to what Cameron said, the football that we play right now, it's ours, it's part of our culture, right? If you take a look at the finals and some of the playoffs that were happening last year, there were tons of goals. There was tons of entertainment that came with the flair, the skills, and all of that. And it has its place, and long may it live.
I think I'll leave you there with a very safe answer. He played very safe with excellent game buff. The shot was actually fun. Ladies and gentlemen, also this opportunity taken, I think the final question would be expectation for someone who's going to be watching on TV, but more so for someone who's attending the games on the actual field in the various venues that have been allocated.
Yeah, sure. So I think from our end, we said that Phillies games will be on Channel 209 Variety 4, SuperSport Variety 4. That is one of our access channels. So literally, you pay 129 Rand to get the full access bouquet. With that comes the Phillies games, which is a powerful property within it. And over and above that right now is that just by reconnecting, staying connected over this period between now and the 17th of December, you can stand a chance of being one of 100 people that will win a 5,000 Rand voucher if you reconnect and subscribe. With all that, we've also got other quality content. So when the Phillies games is finished, you've still got a host of other content. You've got Shaka Idemba that's over there, Spongi Idemba, Taminis, and then for the light TV, we've got our Playroom channel. So there's a lot of content that is around. But for those that aren't coming through to the stadium, right, we've got solid broadcast that's going to be happening. We'll have build-ups to the games, every game that we've got. All the games will be live. And then those that are around the Gauteng areas, we encourage you guys to come through, right? It is fun, it's entertaining. There's, as Cameron said, there's a lot of vendors, there's a lot of entertainment to be done. From our end, we will try our best to keep you guys entertained. Every day we'll have some form of entertainment, prizes to be won, but ultimately we're there for the football and the flair and everything that comes with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please may we help you once again thank our multi-choice senior sponsorship manager who has assisted us in this conversation as he steps off. A round of applause, please. Gomora United, they are an unseeded team. Gomora United, do we have a representation here or a rep here? Please stand up for me, my brother. The mic will come to you real quick. I just need ukuthi bakhulume nawe so we can understand what you're expecting from the tournament as we're going to get into the draw. I know there are a few teams here who have been here for years, but a membership card. Oh, okay, they've asked her to please quickly come in front. So, and I'll also bring in a second one already. Ipapama. I'll also ask a representative from Papama to just come.
This year, we're joining the Komara FC. We all get that from the Alexander. So,
Okay.
yeah, we normally play different tournaments around, but we're expecting something here.
Is this your first tournament? It's first time participating?
No, it's not the first time, but we've been changing names from time.
Oh, you that team. And he's winning. There's this
Yes,
team that
but
changed the
first time,
there's this team that changed the team name thinking we won't see it's them. Simponile.
yeah. No, it's partnership, yeah. So we partnered with Joe from Alex.
Okay, expectation from the tournament?
Yeah, we'll try push as much as we can, and then yeah, we'll take it from there. You'll never know with football.
Actually, that's I was telling you. But thank you so
Yeah,
much.
but yeah.
Tell him Chinese actor real quick. Ngicela Papama, the second one was Papama, ngicela Papama rep. Ukhona la ekhaya. Bengekho ngisheshe ngidlule. Andlule, right. The next one I'm about to bring out, ngicela ukuthi ngilethe Isithembiso FC. Isithembiso FC finalist. How buthi wabashayi. Uyazi ukuthi uwe. Oh, Chairman, you know you can talk him, Chan. Okay, it's fine. Just a quick one yet again. Njoba sesibuzile. 3. This year is kanjani?
Yeah, sibona consistent. Masingakwazi ukuba consistent. I think Saturday stage is
So I believe you are fighting again to take the tournament.
Ninja.
Khona ithipho ongafuna ukuyibona njengamanje or ziyafana zonke?
I think zonke ziyafana. Wonke ama-team are-capable ukuthi angawini i-tournament. So thina kumele sizimisele sayidlile.
Alright. Ngiyabonga bhuti wami, very simple clear esekushayela izandla. And then the last one yet again izocela Amandla. Amandla bakhona? Yeah. So esingena ku-team yenu, just a bit about the team yenu ibuyaphi and if this was in this tournament, what do you wish for?
Thanda ukubulisa everybody khona. We wish to this year ukuthi let us win in the tournament because it's 2 years siyewina. So last year sipayisele kancane, but I promise the chairman yami ukuthi this year the trophy le kaMahlamvu straight line.
Hayi yanzima ke. Okay, so in this tournament, I think the most important question would be what has been the most important thing for my players win? Because they've won it before. And if they don't win, you know, keep I've been mentally saying about the game and what can still come in the future.
On that question, you know I'm a player njani. Sometimes udlala ngalama players. So this year I'm a player sinawo Masha abantu bazoba surprise. So angifuni ukuya deep in details when I just come and watch Amanda. That's all I can say.
So Amanda is saying baphethe secret weapon. Basho kanjalo, ngicela sibashayele izandla. And ladies and gentlemen, with that said, officially, please allow me to bring in, of course, the cup itself that will then be steered and directed by the most infamous and with very direct Grootman, which is Prapeg, is on Dr. Central Isaac.